Okay, this will be part 3 in the series of videos that I'm creating called um, Raspberry Pi Home Automation. It'll be a series of videos that I'll be doing on how to make your um, Raspberry Pi useful when coming to use it for home automation. Using a Raspberry Pi for home automation, I've got these both on YouTube and VidMe. Part 1 and part 2 are already done. This will be part 3. In the first part, we basically set up the Raspberry Pi with the operating system on the card, and then part 2 we did the actual setup of the Raspberry Pi, inserting the card and doing the first few steps, making it accessible through SSH. And now we are going to remotely get into it and do the updates that come with it. And we're also going to set up our router. During the second video, or during the first video, we found out the IP address because we had plugged it into an Ethernet port. So we found out the IP address that it's using. And we're going to go into the router, and because we want it to use the same IP address every single time, so we want to make sure to give it an IP. Your modem may be a little bit different. I'm setting this up DHCP. A lot of devices have a problem with static IP, so I don't want to statically put the IP address in the device. I'll just use DHCP reservation inside the router to be able to do this. And we can see here, this is the IP address that it's using. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to copy the MAC address, and I'll remove this, and then we will want to enter it in. So we'll enter in our MAC address, and we'll choose an IP for it that we won't forget. And then apply. After it reboots, we'll double check it, make sure that it shows up with that IP address. And there it is. So we can go ahead and close this. And now we'll set up Putty. During the last videos, I suggested that you install Putty. So if you installed Putty, you can go into it, and I've already added in. You can easily add these in. Just making sure that these are the same, and then hit save, and then I'll double click that. And so far it's not coming up, so maybe a situation where I need to reboot the Pi. As you can guess, at this time you only need two things connected to the Pi, and that's power and your Ethernet cable. You no longer need it attached to an HDMI or keyboard or mouse. So I've just got it sitting in the corner. Now it should have come up by now. And so we're get a warning in here, and we'll just click yes. And we'll log in using the username and the password. If you watch one of the previous videos, you'll know how to set it up for a password. Okay, so we're in. Okay, so right now we're going to update and upgrade. So we'll go ahead and I'll just copy and paste, but it's sudo apt-get update. And the second one, the upgrade, is a lengthy one, so I will speed through that. You might be prompted during part of it, usually during the first part of it, to type in Y and then enter on your keyboard. So I'll go ahead and, so yeah, once you're logged back in, type in sudo apt-get update and then sudo apt-get upgrade, and if prompted, select Y, and we will be. So I'll copy that. And as I said, this one's a lengthy one. There it is. It prompted us Y already, so we'll press our Y and then enter. And now I can speed through the rest of this, and we'll see you on the other side. Okay, so now that that's done, we will go ahead and reboot it. And that's just sudo reboot. Then after that's done rebooting, we'll go back into the Putty program, and we'll continue and we'll set up Samba file sharing.